Free throws, baby. Gotta hit some free throws.
Gotta hit the free throws.
Dude, I hate Kentucky so much right now.
We're live. We're live now.
You need to be aware we're recording.
Just
Fine,
keep going.
I still hate
We are pulling for St. Pete right now. It's
Just
20
lost all of our
seconds.
Kentucky viewers.
Yeah, sorry,
It's not
Kentucky.
close, come on.
I would root for any 15/2 except for in the Auburn game.
Yep.
This is wild. Nate's he said count it. Nate said book it. Stretch, Nate.
Look at those sorry ass Kentucky players on the bench.
Don't go that. Don't go there. Uh-oh, this is a big one. Boop. Uh-oh.
Never a doubt.
Never a doubt. We are in trouble. This
Kyle,
is trouble.
Kyle, you may have to stop the recording and let's restart.
Uh-oh. He got the rebound. This is trouble.
Oh,
It's white boy basketball.
You can't say that.
Yes, you can. He hit the three to get tied up earlier.
It's all everybody basketball.
we're already recording our pod while we're watching this. I know, because Nate is being very inappropriate.
He's straight from Jersey. Look at that mustache.
That's
Oh, we got a crying child. We have a crying child. We have a child crying.
Lori
Someone
said, what about the listeners on the way to work? They can't see our shenanigans. They'll just be listening to this.
Dude, that guy looks like he was on an aircraft carrier with my dad in 1987.
This guy starred in the first Top Gun. There's no doubt. The guy
Where
hit
do
that
I
free
get
throw.
my jersey?
He was
Where
in
do I
Top
get my
Gun.
jersey?
He was the bad guy, wasn't he? In Top Gun.
That guy was in my graduating class. He's 45.
He's 45. That you know what that means? Money on the second free throw. That means these free throws are hit. Shoot it. Oh my gosh, guys. This happened. It happened. Wow.
Hey, peacocks, baby. Peacocks for life.
Spread those feathers.
The St. Peter's Peacocks have defeated the Calipari Wildcat losers.
Oh no. that was hardcore.
Oh, she
Well,
was crying.
Is he?
Yeah.
He scored like 62 points. Ben, we're gonna watch you. It's like watching your GoPro. Ben's got a GoPro on right now. Look.
I'm going upstairs to pod, y'all. Everybody wave at everybody. They're all piled up on the couch.
Bye guys. March Madness. Wow.
That was dope.
That was
I have to
electric.
post on Facebook real quick.
Hey, my daughter's upset with y'all. Y'all didn't wave back to her.
I said bye. You don't have me on. You have me muted or something.
I don't have you muted. I just have you turned down because I was afraid you're going to drop the dirty F-bomb.
I don't do that.
Well,
No,
dirty-
he wasn't worried about you. He was worried about somebody else.
hold on.
Oh, we're in the garage. We got to pass that Airport Motors.
Got to get a
vehicle.
roadie. Yes. Check out that ride from Airport Motors. Nate Pass is somebody to hook you up with a ride. How fresh and clean that is. It also has massaging chairs, which I'm a huge fan of, just in case anybody's wondering.
Ben's in the parking lot waiting at the grocery store. He's like, "Ooh, oh,
No.
Yes.
Little.
I actually went to adjust my seat. when
Little
the podcast
Swedish.
came on, and I was like, "What the hell is this all about? This is on time. I like this."
Little Swedish massage. Uh-oh, my Kentucky bud just texted me. He just said embarrassing.
It's right there.
I got to tell y'all.
He just said embarrassing. That's all he said. I feel
we had
bad.
a long night."
Sorry, Trav.
That's awesome.
Sorry, Trav. Don't listen, Travis. I'm gonna tell him right now. Don't listen to just skip 6 minutes.
Sorry,
skip
Trav.
6 minutes into the pod. Sorry, buddy.
Trav will be rooting for Jacksonville State
Yeah.
since he didn't have anybody else to root for.
Oh man, that's tough. All right. So let me get my LIV International tour thing Does it have its own website yet? Probably not.
Hey, boys.
What's up? We don't have to pretend like we weren't talking for 5 minutes because I'm not gonna fool him. Not gonna fool anybody.
That's gonna be really weird to listen to on the drive into work tomorrow.
I think it's awesome. I love it. All right.
That's exactly what Lori said. Lori was like, what about the people that are driving in to work and listen to this? They're going to wonder what y'all are doing.
Well, I can cut. I want to, the video is going to be on YouTube. I'll cut the show to start whenever we start. So you know what I mean? Like,
makes sense.
No, the video is just going to be on YouTube. It'll be us watching. So if you watch the YouTube, you're watching us talk about
the audio.
game.
The podcast audio will just be.
Well, the podcast audio will just be the show.
Cool. I got you.
All right. Let's knock this out. Let's talk about this. Go through our list. The LIV International, whatever this thing, invitational thing is. Ben has all the details. Ben, I want you to be the detail guy.
Oh gosh,
since you're not the math guy.
And then we'll do what we talked about doing.
Listen, I gave you 4 + 1 for all of us, Nate.
You did good.
I just actually hit Anthony Kim and then hit Sin without typing out the rest of them.
Yep. Hey, have y'all ever had the CBD? Anybody use CBD to help them sleep or anything like that?
Lori does. I've used it on like my knees.
I'm not gonna go down that road.
What is your question? Why are you?
I just get a bunch of ads from them. I'm just curious. All right, I got my Believe stuff up. They got some pretty cool props.
Well, let me get my LIV stuff. Is it live or live? How are they saying that?
I don't know. We're gonna say
who cares? We're gonna say live. Hell with them. It's not a sanctioned event anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
All right, you ready? Episode 152. Let's get this thing going.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, ready and go. What's up, everybody? It's Friday. We're back again. It's episode 152 of the Dadbod Golf Pod. Proud members of the Believe Podcast Network, the #1 podcast network for professionals and us that are not professional. We're very unprofessional. We just recorded.
What number did you say?
152.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, 152. I got it. I got it. We're not very professional. We just recorded ourselves watching the end of a basketball game. So that's that's not what professional. It's not what
content.
On YouTube, you guys are welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome. YouTube.
On the podcast, you're missing out. You need to go to YouTube.
Yeah, go to YouTube. Catch us the pregame. We watched the end of the Kentucky game, and it's pretty electric. Pretty electric. March Madness is here, and what better way to segue from that into the sponsor of tonight's show, Betonline, the #1 sports betting website ever, basically. The NCAA tournament is underway, gang. We just talked about it. We just teased it. Just had a huge 15 take down a 2. There's no telling what that would have paid. If you would have bet that game on Betonline, there's no telling what you could have made. Awesome prop bets. A lot of them there's just prop bets everywhere. You can probably still take teams henceforth that'll make Sweet 16, all kind of crazy odds. Get in there, have some fun. Use coupon code BELIEVE, get a 50% bonus. Give them $100. They're going to give you 50 back to play with. So let's have some fun over the next 3 weeks, betting all these daggone basketball games every single way we can bet them.
Hang on.
Where the game starts. Gentlemen, it was released. It's been released. It was actually on Wednesday, I believe, that the Saudi golf tournament, Saudi-backed golf tournament, is changing their name. It's going to be the LIV. We're just going to call it the LIV Golf. Is it international, invitational?
Invitational. You have to be invited.
Yes. It is announced an 8-event golf series, $255 million on the line. And there will be 4 events in the United States. And it's not just any 4 courses. It's 4 pretty good courses. There's a whole lot of other stuff, details. I'm going to let Ben, the format, and then I want you to walk through the courses and just kind of go from there. And we'll have some takes, here or there as you go through it. And then we got something fun to talk about afterwards.
You talked about it a little bit where you said the 8 events, you got 48 players. That's all they're taking. That's why they're doing an invite. 12 4-man teams. This is what Nate has been pushing for since he came on the pod. Put more people out on the golf course for us to watch. And I mean, they're already playing slow. What the hell is it going to make a difference to add a guy that adds 10 more minutes per hole? So foursomes out there, 12 4-man teams. And here's the thing, guys. They pay out the first 3 individuals $30 million a person if you finish in the top 3. The FedEx Cup is paying $10 million to the winner. That's it. They're doing 30 million
to the top 3.
I think it's 15 million to the winner now.
It's
Regardless.
It still ain't 30. It still ain't 90 million total.
It still ain't 90 mil to the top 3.
No, you're right. No,
I wonder how do you think they will do if it's a team event? I assume it's all going to be stroke play. Like they're not going to do anything goofy. It's all going to be stroke play.
Yeah.
So I assume
Maybe a
they're
little
just gonna
shamble?
they're going to keep cumulative
Mhm.
score maybe to par. Is that how you think they'll do it? Like how you think they're going to do this?
I mean, I would have, this is just total assumption because they haven't really gone into too much detail, but I'd assume just kind of what Nate said, kind of a shamble type deal where they're going to play stroke play and take, I don't know, the top 2 scores for each hole. That'll be the combined score, but you still have to keep up with your score. So even if you have an 8, you're totally screwed yourself for the overall. And then,
Which is just going to be like college golf where it's just like, hey, everybody add them up at the end, 4 guys.
I bet you.
no,
that's
with the
what'll-
top 3 getting 30 minutes, like I'm sure that you still have to, your card still counts against it's a team event, but it's still individual play because
It's gonna be
like a college tournament.
Like
You can
they'll
win a
take your-
college tournament
They'll
individually.
take the
and then-
low 3 rounds out of 4 or the low. You're exactly right. That's what they're going to do. You're going to shoot your round. There's going to be an individual winner. And then there's going to be a team winner, which is just going to be combined to par. And then they'll play the season out that way. I thought, hey, go ahead, Nate. You had to say something.
I'm smoking my
You just had your toothpick out. Okay.
I'm smoking my toothpick.
This is
like a
attractive
7-year-old.
to me. Shotgun starts, just because it seems.
I thought you were joking when you said that.
Just I just think it just seems like us. It just seems like a us term. It just seems relatable. We're gonna it's a shotgun starts. That to me, shotgun starts to me tells me that they want this to be in some form televised.
Do you think they're going to have turkey?
it's
wraps?
going to be televised. The first thing I
Before,
thought
yeah.
of when I saw this about the 4-man teams and the 255 million and 30 million a piece going out to the top 3, being in advertising and promotions, I thought if you're not a television network that jumps all over this crap, you are stupid. Because every hacker / golfer that's out there that ever watches golf on the weekends is going to watch this tournament.
Yeah,
I mean, there's only 8 of them.
depending on where it's televised. I mean, that's going to be the key, because there's the PGA is going to try to flex a lot on their current TV.
Right. So you got to be,
It'll be on like
network.
VH1 or something.
Yeah, like it's not going to be. Yeah,
True
it will
TV.
not. It will not be. Nope, because that's an affiliate of CBS.
Yeah,
It won't be on
TLC.
CBS.
Be on
It won't be on TNT. It won't be on Fox. Fox, here's a chance for Fox. Fox just got crucified whenever they were carrying the U.S. Open, talking about how bad their coverage was. Maybe if PGA says, you know what, you guys keep it up, but we'll kick you to the curb. Maybe Fox says, that's fine. We'll take these guys.
What if they put it on the bowling channel?
Could be.
Cycling, ESPN News,
Deportes.
the Ocho. It'll be on the Ocho. No, I mean, that'll be interesting. Will it be some sort of streaming deal where there'll be a subscription?
Now that wouldn't be shocking either. At 255 million, they may want to make a little revenue off the viewer.
I'd pay for it.
I would
pay.
pay.
Yeah.
I will.
Yeah, I'd pay $10 per event or something like that, whatever it costs just to watch the event, especially if they get some good names. But yeah, that's just crazy money for it to split up between 48 guys.
Everybody's getting paid.
Everybody gets paid.
Everybody's getting paid. So you look at a guy that is outside the top 100 or outside the top 150, he's going to make good money. He ain't going to make, he's going to make good money in 8 tournaments. Not he's going to make good money struggling to travel around the world for the entire season of PGA Tour golf to only finish 150th in the world and only make a few bucks after travel expenses. This is going to be a couple of million for finishing dead last. I mean, that's pretty impressive.
Oh yeah, just get invited. You're a
Never
millionaire.
lie.
You
Yeah.
just get invited and you've made millions.
Yep.
That's what's crazy. That's what's crazy.
Or agree. Yeah.
So let's talk about some of the courses. One course I text y'all, I was like, I don't even have to look at the list. I know that one of the courses will be a Trump course. I was not sure.
I don't think it was the one that you thought it was.
I thought it would be Doral.
Yeah.
I thought it would be Doral, but it's Bedminster, which is even more petty and hilarious because that's the one that was supposed to be the PGA Championship this year.
Mhm.
And it got moved to Southern Hills over whatever protest, whatever. But Trump National Bedminster will be one of the sites, which is absolutely hilarious.
He'll be there. He'll have a
be-
rally
oh.
at the tournament.
Oh,
That
yeah.
will be July 29th through the 31st. That's actually the second tournament on the list.
How they not
Uh,
make that July 4th weekend?
well,
How do we not pull that off?
I don't know how. What tournament? I didn't even look it up. What
July 4th
tournament?
is a Monday. I think.
What is the 4th of July weekend? What tournament is that for
It says-
the PGA?
I don't know.
Isn't it usually
They're playing the
I
first.
thought it used to
through
be Tigers tournament.
They're playing the first through the third at Pumpkin Ridge in Oregon. So they're going to start on the West Coast. Maybe they're coming out of Saudi and out of the Europe, and that's what they're going to do. They're going to hit the West Coast first and come over.
Okay, so July that weekend would be the John Deere Classic. Oh, good. You'll absolutely destroy the John Deere Classic.
The 29th through the 31st is John Deere
One of the
Classic.
most mockable tournaments.
What
Yes.
is the first through the third tournament since you got it pulled up?
Wait, no, the John Deere Classic is the first through the third. It's June.
Okay, so that's Pumpkin Ridge. That's in Oregon,
Yeah.
which also will be primetime golf because they're 2 hours behind. So we'll be able to watch primetime
Oh,
golf,
love
whatever channel picks
Oh,
it up.
I love it. I mean,
And so you'll be able to watch the John Deere Classic during the day and be able to flip over and watch the LIV Tour at night, wherever it may be.
Yep.
And then July 29th through 31st, that is when they go to Trump's in New Jersey.
that is the Rocket Mortgage Classic, which, hey,
Uh-huh.
that may be a signal. Bryson is, I mean, I know he said it, but like that's a finale, puts a kibosh on it because Rocket
Yeah.
Mortgage is one of his big sponsors.
Does Ricky Fowler finally get to play in a PGA Tour event at the Rocket Mortgage?
I think they dropped him. I don't think he's advertising for him anymore.
So that's going up against the Rocket Mortgage. Then what's the other dates?
Then the next date is September 2nd through the 4th. They will stay in the Northeast. They will play in Massachusetts. They'll play at the International.
That
in
rolls into the
Massachusetts.
next year.
Yeah, that's right after the Tour Championship. It's the weekend after the Tour Championship.
Yeah. They
Oh,
don't
so
have
how
this.
many players may join during that time?
I don't think they can. They gotta, for this thing to work, they gotta have 48.
Yeah,
to
you
begin
got to have the
with.
48 to start. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. So that's going into the next season, and then it'll be a couple of weekends after that, September 16th through the 18th, the Rich Harvest Farms in Illinois.
Nice. We need to look up some of these. I've heard of Pumpkin Ridge.
I've heard of Pumpkin Ridge and of course Trump's, but I have not heard of the International or Rich Harvest Farms.
I
The
bet you there.
International in Massachusetts.
Yeah, that's what it says.
There's an international at Myrtle Beach, which is really cool because every hole is mirrored after a hole, an iconic hole
Yeah.
Mhm.
in golf. It's pretty cool course.
Isn't
bet
that the way
that's
that
not
isn't that
what
the
this
way
is.
the dance isn't that the way the Dancing Rabbit is in Mississippi?
I would think there's probably more than one course like that, but
I don't think Dancing Rabbit is, but there is there's several like in Houston and Texas and stuff like that do replica holes, but I don't think that's what this is. But yeah, so that was a surprise. They're going to have 4 events in the United States. And Nate was adamant about this. That's the only way this thing works.
The International is in Bolton, Massachusetts. It is a private club and it looks pretty darn swanky.
Nate, you got anything else you want to add to that? I mean, you called it. You said it had to happen to work.
yeah, you're gonna find there's so many great golf courses in the US that are going to, I mean, the pockets are no problem, right? So I mean, these golf courses are about to make a killing, and you're only
Yes.
gonna have 48 guys show up. You're not gonna have 156. They're not gonna
Just
tear
ripping
your
it
golf
up.
course
Yeah.
apart. You got 48 dudes. They're gonna play. You get tons of press. It's good for the city around there. I mean, there's always having a golf tournament is great for commerce. When we had that one in Opelika, it was awesome for tourism,
Yep.
et cetera, et cetera. So
And they want birdies, so they're not going to like have to trick out or do anything crazy to your course. Like they're gonna
no,
want
they
birdies.
don't want to. No, No, and there probably won't be a ton of infrastructure. I mean, I guess I don't know. It'll be set up like a Barbasol. It'll be set up like a tour event. I guess there'll be sponsorship tents and
I will say this,
things of
guys.
that
One thing
nature.
that shocks me is they must have gotten clearance before for them to go ahead and announce these events. When I was scamming through the international, that is a Ben Crenshaw designed course, which is kind of interesting. Him being kind of one of the old codgers of the PGA Tour, that he would approve somebody playing.
Well, it's not his
How-
course though.
how
so I don't know.
much-
does a designer have? to
That's
say
what
in
I'm
it, you know?
curious. And
If
that's
you're
just that's a
if you're-
question in general.
I think if you're Crenshaw, though, you have the ability to call up the course and go, "This is not what I signed up for."
And then they say, okay, if you match the 20 million that we're getting, then
Oh, I
we'll do
agree.
it.
I agree. I mean, I do see that end of it. I mean, it's not like it's a. This
You
sounds
think he
terrible.
cares?
It's not like a dead designer's course. You see what I'm saying? Like he's still
Yeah.
there. He's still able to have
He'll
a call
come
on it.
out and he'll make some statement.
Yeah.
The match.
I don't
might
think
be
he
his method.
cares.
I don't think he cares.
I don't
either.
think he cares.
He's got
I
money.
don't
in the
think he
bank for
cares
it.
because this got announced last week and he still hasn't said anything about it. So I don't think he cares.
If
Trump
that's
will
the
fly all these guys out.
oh yeah, it'll be a bonanza. It'll be an absolute bonanza at the
We're
Bedminster.
going.
We should go.
I'm going.
We should go. We already
should
told
definitely
him.
go. We should definitely go to the Illinois one because that's the finale, and it looks absolutely fantastic.
We might.
What
get
if we
paid
get on
just
a
to
list
come.
like Kyle did in Caddy in the
We need to reach out to our college buddies that played golf because this is the home. The one in Illinois is the home of the Northern Illinois Huskies. Surely
Okay.
we know somebody.
Yeah,
Can't
surely.
imagine how we wouldn't.
Surely we know
with
somebody.
the huge Rolodex of
Don't call me Shirley.
of Midwestern collegiate golfers that we have. We'll just run through it, and I bet you we'll find one. But yeah, that's pretty awesome. It's actually seems like it's going to happen. Now I think the next thing, everybody there with all of this information that they gave out, not a thing about who might be playing in this thing. There's not
No.
not one single thing. I mean, they still have the big targets that they thought they might get were Dustin Johnson and Bryson, and they both pretty much shot it down after the whole Phil Mickelson debacle. So
Yeah, that's before that carrot got thrown out too. Not that they would take it, but 30 million apiece to the top three players, that's going to have some people rethinking their financial decisions.
That's the thing is when you shrink the field down to 48, everybody gets a bigger pay.
Piece.
Yeah, you're not playing against 100 plus per weekend now. It's just
Doesn't matter, but-
48.
It's 8 events, 48 dudes.
Two
that,
of the events,
there's
Nate,
70
like-
guys make the cut normally in a tour event, roughly. Supposed to be.
Yeah, say
70 dudes.
60 to 80, depending on.
So
I
now
guess
you're
60 to 80.
jacking up the purses and you're cutting down the field size.
Mhm.
yeah,
I mean, we went nuts over the players.
No
We went
cuts.
absolutely nuts with all the money. And this is just pales in comparison.
Yeah,
Okay,
it
and
doesn't-
can
it's
you
not-
imagine with it being 48, how close they are coming into because I did read that and I can't find that article where they will finish up in the United States. That's where they're going to finish. So can you imagine coming in these last 4 tournaments in the US, it being tight, and then like the last two tournaments where it being really tight, where you got a lot of guys right up there at the top, like playing for $30 million.
that's going to be electric.
And then in your acceptance speech, you'd be like, hey, I just won twice as much as Patrick Cantley, who just won the FedEx Cup.
Yes.
So I would like to thank Saudi
And-
Arabia and Donald Trump.
And you ready? And you ready for this, Nate? Not only did I win twice as much as Patrick Cantley, I did it and I finished 3rd.
And I finished 3rd. Yeah. Patrick
Right.
actually had to win the thing. That's crazy. Like, who does that? That's nuts. That's absolutely nuts. All right. So we thought it'd be kind of fun to put together a 12-man super team roster of like the type of guys that we feel like are going to have to be grabbed to be a draw. And I think we could have a lot of fun with it. It actually ended up being 13 because one was a universal pick that I
You
think
need to go ahead and throw him out there because
Yeah.
that's a guy we want winning the whole damn thing.
To
We
me-
want him winning it.
your headliner. If they go get this guy, I'm all in. If they go get this guy, I'm all in. I'm ride or die, live invitational. I don't care where the money comes from. No, I'm joking.
Kyle, you said here's the funny thing, Kyle. You said that you'd pay $10. They get this guy. I'm paying $35 a weekend to watch this.
Oh, I would pay. Yeah, I would pay whatever the ticket price is.
More than the match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is Anthony Kim. That was one of the
Yes.
first names that everybody came out with. AK. Can you imagine the excitement that would bring? Like, is that I mean, that's almost like, I mean, it's obviously not like Tiger Woods, but the hype would be close to something along the lines of that, is getting a guy like Anthony Kim to join this tour.
What if we have a guy who wins 30 million on a golf tour and has hella arm tats? That's what the game needs.
Yes.
It's not just that.
Does AK have arm tats now?
I think he does. Yeah,
he's
like
all
good
tatted up.
ones too.
Oh, good.
Like nice ones.
The more, the better.
Nate, it's just not that. It's not just that. This guy's been out of the game. I've forgotten how long now.
2015, 14? No, excuse me, 2010. I don't
He's
know.
apparently been working on his game, according to guys that know him and that were friends with him. Tiger being one of those. He said he's still striking the ball well. He still hits it solid. He just is not ready for any kind of tournament play. And plus, I don't think he wants to go and like work his way up through the mini tours in order to get his card again, or go through Q school, just because that's just his personality.
Yeah.
So he gets invited to this and he shows up and throws up a couple of 10 unders on the first couple of weekends that they're playing this. And he's able to do it without the hubbub in the media, because they're going to start overseas to start with. So it's not having to deal with the American press.
It'll just build. The hype will just absolutely build.
And if he is one of the top 3 that finishes, and he can be like, hey, I just won 30 million and I haven't picked up a club and played since 2014. What the hell are you doing, PGA
Heaven
Tour?
forbid Bryson doesn't make the top 30, the tour championship, and he starts thumbing his nose, be like, hey, Bryson, appreciate you turning this down, bud.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate that one. No joke.
Hey,
No,
say
yeah.
hello to Berkshire for me.
Oh, don't do that again. That hurts me every time you do that.
Because
I laugh so
I
laugh so hard. All right, so let's go around and you got to sell us on. You're going to add 4 guys to this tour. Sell us on it, and whoever wants to go first can go first. You want to just go through your 4 and like hit them? Yeah. Let's just go through 4. Nate, I want you to hit us with your 4. Hit us hard. Hit us fast. Let's do it.
I was trying to find 4 guys who are fringe enough to where they could just kind of melt away from the PGA Tour unmissed.
Yes.
But also draw enough attention, get enough grab. So I first went with Nick Watney, who is making a little bit of a comeback on the tour.
Yeah.
I mean, he was kind of the man for a while back in the early 2010s, and then fell off. Our man Boo Weekly,
Yes.
who has
Thank
been
you.
getting geared up for this.
New hip.
He is ready. They ain't got no fried chicken. They ain't got no sweet tea in Saudi Arabia. That's okay.
Can y'all
Give me-
imagine Boo over there?
No.
Oh my gosh.
You think Phil?
And they
puts
do
foot in his
that, and
mouth?
they do, and they do that sweet tobacco, so he wouldn't have his Copenhagen or his Red Man that he
Dude,
has.
you
with
know
him.
he keeps a roll of it.
There's no doubt.
He don't buy it by the can. He buys
That
it
will
by
get.
the roll.
Listen, Nate, that gets shipped before the clubs does over there, bub.
Yeah.
Ship sticks. for
yeah.
tobacco.
Trevor Immelman comes out of the
Oh.
booth. Great voice.
Yeah.
Masters winner. Bring the green jacket out. Parade him around. Let's get Trevor back in the saddle. He's getting a little bit older, but I still think he's got some game.
South Africa.
And then
Mhm.
I think we need to be real on this. I think Ricky Fowler needs to jump ship, find a place where he can make some money.
Ah,
The him not being in the
What a great
players
one.
is a very fortuitous. What's going to
Fortuitous,
happen?
yes.
Predictive.
mm,
I'm not trying
and
to
he
put him in
gets-
smiley camp, but he
Nope. But he
Whatever
gets a
something
chance
said.
to win 30 million and marry my sister. That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying.
he is. He's going to be a draw anywhere he goes. Like there's the sponsors. He still makes these dudes money. People still like Ricky. I caught that. I love it. I don't know why I didn't think about Ricky. I guess I just didn't think he'd be one. I don't know. I think
So
he's awesome.
He's not doing very well right now where he is. So if he gets that invite, you better hit that button, bub.
Yeah.
and if he married your sister,
All about it.
Yeah.
Be a miracle.
That is a miracle. That's a Christmas miracle. All right. All right, Ben, go through your list.
Speaking of Christmas miracles, that's a good looking tree you got there, Nate.
It's still there. Oh man, it's March 18th.
I love that now that has turned into an Instagram thing because we had a
Yeah,
listener and a Instagram friend. It's like, why the hell is that tree still up? It's like, you need to listen to the pod, bub. Like, we got that covered.
We're
It's fantastic.
we're getting to the point where we're going to be closer to Christmas 2022 than we were Christmas
No.
2021.
It's like I replied to the guy, you guys have celebrated the birth. We might as well do the resurrection. Do not take it down before Easter, please. Okay.
No, I don't
right.
think there's, and I wouldn't be scared if I were you.
That thing may be standing in the new house before long.
Yes. Oh man, alive. So my 4, of course, Nate got on to me. He said, you picked 5. I was like, no, AK is universal. We all get him. So my 4 is, haven't seen him in a while on the PGA Tour. He has played a couple of European Tour events, but he is a fan favorite. Everybody loves him. And when he hits shots, when he's walking down the fairway, you get to hear beef.
Yeah.
Andrew
Pretty
Beef
dope.
Johnston.
I like beef. You know,
Johnston.
he struggled. I think he struggled with the mental side of it. He's kind of got an Auburn connection, I think, through his caddy.
Yep.
For a while, he's been to several Auburn games. Been over here quite a bit. I like beef. I think that would be a good one. Just his beard and him in general, people like him. So I think that's.
He's now got married, got a kid. I love the fact that they took a family photo and he still wears his Auburn t-shirt. I commented on that the other day. He posted a photo from like just a week ago and he was wearing his Auburn t-shirt. And I was like, great to see that you hung on to the t-shirt. And he liked the comment. He was like, he was appreciative that somebody pointed that out to him. So he's a fan favorite. Everybody loves him. You can't go wrong getting beef out there. Maybe Arby's will jump back on board with him so you can get some extra money. Get the
I think
30
Wendy's
million
really
plus,
needs
get
to
a
pick
little-
up the torch here.
They do. Where's the beef? They really do. Arby's they really missed an opportunity there.
He doesn't even
Wendy's
have
did.
a world ranking right now.
I'm pretty sure I have
no.
a world ranking.
Yeah,
Huh?
he's like outside the 250 or whatever, isn't he?
He's outside of the 1800. Like I can't even find him.
No, he was on there when I looked earlier. He's on there.
How do you spell his name?
Johnston. It's got a T in it.
Okay.
No,
He's on there somewhere.
No,
All right,
when
there
you
we
said
go.
My next one is not a fan favorite, but he has a silver medal in his pocket and he can't make up his mind where he wants to live anyway. So we might as well go ahead and put him out there because he's a fire stick. And that's Rory Sabatini.
Fire stick.
Yes. And he even drew
Firecracker.
Firecracker, fire stick, firecracker. I like stick. better.
Asshole.
Yeah.
Nice. Bouncer. What
No,
was the other thing we said?
I was trying to stay away from it.
Blood,
I'm with
Blood
you.
Diamond
Yeah.
operations manager.
There's no
Oh,
doubt. There's no doubt.
a villain on a Marvel movie.
Like I really think that he would use the 30 million to help watch the world burn down. But I think he's enough of a draw. He would be great to have out there on the tour. The next one would be one of the fan favorites from years ago. And he kind of fell off and he started his family and then he hadn't been able to get back. Camilo Villegas.
Yes.
Camilo.
Gosh, what a handsome man.
Yeah, that was super tan, super fit, super hot.
Yes. So he is going to be able to get the viewers. Maybe some of those female viewers will jump on there and just kind of do a little bit of gawking. Maybe pay that $35 for the weekend. See Camilo, do a spider, whatever it is that he gets down there.
And you would get to see him do it every single time.
Yes.
Every
There's
single
only 48
putt.
golfers and he's playing with 3 other guys per group. So it'd be awesome.
Unbelievable.
And then my last, because
No
it doesn't
brainer.
sound like the PGA Tour wants to have him back, is why not put Phil Mickelson out there?
Yeah.
Get one of the
Yeah.
big names and put Phil out there and just say, look, now it's 30 million per player for the top 3. So you've been talking a big game, put your money where your mouth is. Come out here and play and let's see if you can finish in that top 5, bub.
I think that's a no-brainer. He's not going to have anywhere else to go. Like he's going to become
8 tournaments and 2 of which are going to be after the FedEx Cup. He's not playing right now, so he's not accumulating points. He's going to play in the majors probably, but he's not playing now and accumulating points. So when June rolls around, whenever they get this thing started, he might as well play and play in those 8 tournaments from June through October, get his money, put his money where his mouth is, where he said, this is a no-brainer. Every pro should look at going over there. Well, then do it, bub. You talked about people looking
Let's
to
do
go
it.
over there, then do it.
Yep. Got to do it.
Yeah.
Got to do it. I'm with you. I like it. I
Man,
like
your
it.
best pick is Camilo.
I
That's a
think
great
so.
pick.
That's a great pick. Absolutely.
I really like beef better, but
So, all right, here goes
my personal best is beef.
Yeah, there you go. Here goes mine. I tried to think a little bit of people from, I wanted to get one guy that was from kind of where some of these tournaments are going to be played. And so if you don't remember this guy, he's got an Instagram following. He's got a goofy swing. He got an exemption into a PGA tournament. I think if not last year, the year before last, didn't make the cut, but like, he's just become kind of a phenomenon based off his goofy swing. It's Ho-Sung Choi.
Hey,
Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. No, he is. If you look him up, he's the one. He does the insane follow through. He kicks through, jumps, everything. Like it's crazy. That's that guy. People, you get to watch him every single time tee off. Like you get to watch him hit every tee shot. And I feel like that would just be attractive to watch just because you're like, I just got to see what happens next. It's like
completely agree.
Pitchers with crazy windups, batters with crazy swings. Like it's just something you just got to see. Second,
before you move on, I will say we didn't all have the same people. We sent each other these lists ahead of time. And when Kyle sent this, I had to look him up. And the first thing that popped up was nothing but pictures of his follow through. And I was like, I remember that dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, he would be so awesome. And I had no clue at first whenever you sent it. I was like, who the hell is this guy?
Yeah.
Yep. Google him. Give it a Google.
I'm going to save this one for last because I think it's probably, if it's not number one, it's number two as far as like best guys. So number one, John Daly's got to be on there. John Daly. John Daly will gamble for chicken wings in the Hooters parking lot in Augusta, one-handed putting. Like money is like, you give him a chance to win 30 million and he can still pipe it out there and play the game. Give me John Daly. Like that.
He may gamble his 30 million away on the final day before he even comes into the clubhouse.
He'll figure out some way to hedge. Like it's just, John Daly would be great. Another one, David Duval. It's one of those, everybody's kind of been hoping that he just turned 50. They're kind of waiting for him to see how, when he's going to do, the Champions Tour, how he's going to do on the Champions Tour. I think he may have played in a few events already.
He played with his son in that one that Charlie and Tiger played in, and he looked good and he said he felt good. He said he was kind of worried about the walk, and I guess he's got hip issues and back issues.
Yeah.
And so he was worried about the walk with his hip and worried about the swing with his back, but he said he felt great and he didn't do it. Like he was going to do like Tiger and use a cart and he didn't. And he said he felt fine after they played.
Yeah. He's played in 4 events. He's made, he's played in 4 events on the Champions Tour. His best finish was T34. Not a lot of money to be made right there with those type finishes. I think he'd be an attractive player over there. And I think he can still play a little bit. And then the last one, go ahead.
I just say he's an interesting character. We'll have to dig some more on Duval. He was dominant before Tiger came along, but he was highly misunderstood.
Yeah.
As such a dominant player in the sport.
He had some mental issues too.
He did. He had between the years was his weakness for sure. And then it's like, I want to try to be better than Tiger versus I just want to try to go play my game and win. The Tiger aspect of it broke him, I think.
But he was not a superstar, and he didn't want to be a superstar.
Yeah.
He just
he was one of the first guys
as good a golfer as anybody ever was.
With my age group, he was like, because I'm a little bit older than y'all, he was one of the first guys that got known as like Mr. 59. He had that 59 in the tournament. And I forgot what tournament it was, but he's a little bit older. He was past the prime of he and Tiger duking it out all the time. And then he and Tiger actually became really close because of all the golf that they end up playing together. And then of course they got paired together in the Ryder Cup, and Duval had nothing, like he said, he gained so much more respect from Tiger from that. But with the mental issues, he was one that he worked his tail off and he still couldn't be as good as Tiger. And then the Tigers and the John Dalys of the world could just go out and shoot 62 without practice. So
exactly.
That kind of bothered him a little bit and kind of weighed on him heavy.
Yep. And then my last one, and I'm just gonna be honest, I put this almost on the level of an Anthony Kim. I think this is almost not quite on the level of Anthony Kim, but like the buzz from this would be huge. And that is Hunter Mahan.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Ryder Cup 2000
Yes.
and was it 2008?
Yes.
Where he, I think
Valhalla.
Valhalla, I think, did he not have the clinching putt or something like that? He played great. He was so good for a long time, and then it's kind of like AK. He just kind of fell off. He just fell off, and
Great hair.
great hair, swag.
He was in some awesome ping commercials.
He was in the Golf Boys.
He still has one of the
Golf
best
Boys.
logos on his hat that I've ever seen.
Oh, boys, mine. I'm going to watch that after we're done. I love
Yeah.
that video.
Well, if you get him and Ricky, you got two of the Golf Boys that are in there.
Boom. Boom.
No,
The Golf
please
Boys.
stop. Please
What a
stop.
great-
It's like I'm sung JM.
We're gonna do a Golf Boys remix video.
Oh,
we
my.
should. We should.
Yes.
Hunter Mahan. That's my number one out of my four that I think
I
would
love
be a
it.
great draw. That would be worth watching to me. I think that would be awesome. So
I think during the move, my wife got rid of it because I can't see it up here in my office with my hats. I had one of the Ping Hunter Mahan hats
Ooh,
that had the Hunter Mahan logo on the side. Still one of the most fantastic logos, those intertwining name logos that those guys like to do. That Tiger basically started with the TW, and then everybody kind of jumped on board and started doing it. So
yeah.
I don't know what she did with that. I'm a little upset about it, to be honest with you.
All right.
Yeah.
Find that hat. Find
Yeah,
that
I gotta
hat.
find
Lauren.
that hat. It was purple too. You boys would love it.
Yep. So that's I think let's run through them again. So I had John Daly, Ho Sung Choi,
Yep.
David Duval, Hunter Mahan.
I had
Ben
Andrew Beef Johnston, Rory Sabatini, Camilo Villegas, and then
Phil.
Fig Jam. Yep.
Yes.
Nick
Nate.
Watney, Boo Weekly, Trevor Immelman, and Ricky Fowler.
We all have a great headliner. Ricky Fowler, Hunter Mahan, and then
And then
Phil
Anthony
Nicholson.
Kim is
And
the
then Anthony Kim is the what'd you call it? Poobah, the grand poobah.
the Grand
Couple
Poobah.
days. Yeah,
Yep.
he'd be the grand poobah of that. Yeah, that'd be great. Well, I'm anxious to see, man. I would think if you got a tournament in America here in about a little over 2 months. We're in March, April, May. No, you got about 3.5 months to you got a tournament. I mean, surely there's going to be some names coming out here soon. Surely there's going to be some names coming out here soon.
Do y'all think that some of these guys, because I mean, I know it's an invitational, but we know how that works too. They probably they're going to leak to Norman and the crew. Hey, I'm interested. If you're handing out invites, how many of these guys have a season that is not going very well? They don't move up rather fast. So
3 months.
they reach out to Norman and the crew and be like, I haven't received an invitation, but I'm just going to tell you, I'm interested if you're willing to float it my direction.
You got anything, Nate? You want to answer that?
I was just thinking of like a guy like Nick Watney who's like trying to like his basically on his last year of eligibility and like just give it up, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go. Get
Here's
paid.
my thing.
Go home.
When you're releasing things like this, I think this is step one. I think they've already got guys committed. I think
Oh, I
they've
do
already
too.
got. I think they've already got guys committed. And this is the step one, and they're going to just start slowly releasing names, slowly releasing stuff, kind of building it because they got 3 months. I looked at it. June 19th is the first one, or the middle of June is the one where they play in London opposite. It's either the week before or the week after the U.S. Open. So that'll be the kickoff. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to watch the press and all around it, building up to it. So
Oh my God, the circus that goes around it. Oh
great.
man.
all right, this week, real quick, we're going to wrap this up. Valspar Championship, which is just unfortunate after the
Every
because it's a
tournament
great event, great tournament at Innsbruck in Palm Harbor, the what they call it, the Copperhead course. Is that what this is? Is that right?
You got me, bud.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
the Copperhead
For
course.
sure.
Yes. First round's in the books. They actually suspended it to darkness. So not everybody's complete. Most everybody's complete. Scott Stallings, our buddy, went off in the first round, shot 67. No, 65. Apologize. 65, and he is tied for fifth right now. So he's one shot back from the lead. He's hot. He had a last two rounds, I think, were pretty good at TPC, or the third round was really good. And then yeah, so Scott, keep it going, man.
I mean, you got a decent field. That's the funny part about it. I mean,
Yeah,
DJ's
JT's
in
in
it,
it.
JT's in it.
Yeah.
Pat
Brooks.
Perez is in it. Woodland, Shoffley, Bubba's in it. Morikawa's in it.
Brooks is in it. Yeah. It's a good field.
Kyle's boy, Lee Hodges is in it. Because he shot 200 today, so that he's going to win the money from us, Nate. By the way, just in case you're curious.
Yeah, y'all made fun of that.
We are.
There's another guy in this too, by the way. Who's your main dude? Rory?
Rory's in it.
No, I'm asking who your main guy is because it's not just your second guy.
Yeah, Rory. Yeah, you're right. It's a team. It's combined money. Yeah, you're right. That's a good point.
And he got last place at the Players. So
Lee did.
Yeah.
Nice 45 grand though.
He did not get.
Yeah, Ricky did not even place at the Players. Matter of fact, he may have driven by on the way home down to Orlando.
Dadbod Godpod.
All right, guys. Y'all have a good weekend. Appreciate it. Episode 152 brought to you by Bet Online. Go bet on some basketball games. Go make some money this weekend. It's going to be tons of it. Sun up to sundown.
Live bet on the Arkansas game.
Hey, possible big announcement coming up next week. We may have a
possible big announcement, teasing it a little bit.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. Very, very cool stuff. Just stay tuned. We don't want to spoil it yet.
Don't want to spoil it.
Don't want to spoil it yet. But y'all have a great weekend. Dad Bod Golf Pod.
Merry Christmas, Nate.
Always stroking.